Welcome you all students. I come up with a question from development of surface. It's a new question. A cube of 40 mm edge stands on one of its faces on HP with a vertical face making 45 degree to VP, a horizontal cylindrical hole of 30 mm diameter drilled centrally through the cube such that the hole passes through the opposite vertical edges of the cube. Draw the development of lateral surfaces of the cube having the hole. So this is a given question. First of all, try to take all the given data. What is the object? Object given here is cube. Cube is the object and side with the measurement 40 mm. Okay. Resting, it is given. It is standing on one of its face. Okay, face on HP. Okay, face on HP with a vertical face making inclination. While positioning, you must careful. The vertical faces are 45 degree to VP. This is how the position is been placed. And then there is a hole. Okay, not a cutting plane, but we have a hole which is 30 mm diameter. Diameter of the hole is 30 mm, which is centrally drilled. Okay, centrally drilled, and it is passing through opposite vertical edges. So it is a through hole. Okay, fine. For which we need to form a what? The development of lateral surface of the cube. So first of all, just have a reference line and start to position it HY. Below it's a HP. Okay, it's a cube. You know the cube, all the 6 faces are a perfect square. Am I right? All the 6 faces are in perfect square. There is no top or bottom faces. Okay, all the things are faces. All the things are faces. So, okay, and while positioning, which is on HP, and 2 of its vertical faces, when we are keeping like this, these are the vertical faces. 2 of the vertical faces or any one of the vertical faces are 45 degree to VP. So if I keep like this, then these 2 are making parallel with VP and these 2 are making perpendicular to VP. So if you want to incline it, you need to keep the object something like this, so that 2 of the faces, vertical faces, are making inclination with what? VP. So the position is something like this. We need to keep the position of the object like this manner. Okay, with a 45 degree inclination. To 45 degree inclination. How it can be done? Just have a protractor and measure 45 degree and go for an incline line. Afterwards, just take a side. Just take a side with 40 mm. The side should be 40 mm. So measure it and mark it off. All the 4 sides are 90 degree to each other. So have a plane. Okay. You are having it. Then again all the 4 sides are, it's a perfect square, right? So have a cut mark from this end 40 mm. From this end have a cut mark. So that you could able to get all the 4 side of the cube. Okay, this is how the cube will form. This is how the cube will form. So this is how the cube will be. Okay, fine. So you have formed in the inclination of line 45 degree, since it been advised in the question. What is next? It has 2 bases. In the top base, I am going to give A, B, C and D. Bottom face, I am going to give P, Q, R and S. The bottom face is invisible, so inside the bracket. Come to the front view. So this lines will take up on the same projector line. So The diagram will be like this, okay, like this manner, okay. So what about the height? What about the height? In the cube, they never specify the height, am I right? Because it's a perfect square, all the faces are perfect square. We can get the knowledge what from the perfect square, we can get the height what equal to the side of the object. So here the side is 40 mm. So take 40 mm and go for the boundary, so that we'll get the object. So this is a front view. So observe position is here. In the top base, A, B, C will be visible. Notating A dash, B dash, C dash will be visible. D dash will be invisible. Bottom base concern, P dash, Q dash and R dash will be visible. S will be invisible. S will be invisible. And then try to develop the lateral surface for this cube first, for this cube. So you are cutting at the left extreme and going to stretch it off, am I right? Here comes, just extend the XY line, extend it, now to get the height, get the reference from the top base, then have a parallel line, this is A and P, capital P. You are cutting at the left extreme and you are stretch it off from the rear side. So this will become A and P. So when you are cutting at the left extreme and when you are stretching it off, what we get, the stretch out will be a rectangle, okay, rectangle, and each of the segment will be a square as far as this cube is concerned, okay. What about the length? We get four rectangular faces, okay, each will be with a side measurement 40 mm. Okay, so from this end have a cut mark, from this end have a cut mark, 2, 3, again one more, have a cut mark. So this is how you will get it, okay. All the things are parallel, all the edges are parallel. So take a parallel lines, take a parallel lines, take a parallel lines and take a parallel lines. Then see, when you are giving the names, I can say this is the B in the top base. In the series manner it come A, B, C, D and again end with E. Extreme portion at the end. And then Q, R, S and again it's end with what P in the bottom base. Okay. Now the stretch out is ready. What is the question? You need to form the developments of lateral surface for the what? Object with the hole, right? What about the hole? Hole is cylinder. Here it is given. Where it is given? It's a cylinder, horizontal cylindrical hole and which is placed centrally. Okay, it is drilled through the object, centrally on the object. So at the center of the cube there is a circular hole which is through hole, which is passing to the front face and coming to the what? The rear face. It's a through hole. Okay. So centrally we need to form a hole. Okay, centrally. So height of the object is 40. So I'm going to keep at 2. I'm going to mark a point and measuring 15 mm radius, 15 mm. In the compass, going to have this circle, so that the circle will be forming something like this. Okay, the circle will be something like this. Here is Q dash and S dash. Okay, we will get this circle something like this. In the front view, the circle will be seen so that can make us a dark one. Okay, dark one. The circle didn't influence with any of the edges like A to P and C to R, so that you can make this as a dark one. and base is a dark one, okay, and also top is a dark one, and here in between B2 Q there is a cut, okay. So up to this we can make as a dark, up to this we can make as a dark one, okay. So if you want to name it for a hole, you need to remember it in your mind. All the extreme points should be marked. That means left extreme, right extreme, top and bottom extreme should have the points, okay. And then if the cuts, if the hole influenced with any of the edge, the particular edge should have the what cutting points. So here comes, it's a center, it's a center. So if you have a line, so this will be left extreme. I'm going to give this as 1, and this is 2, and this is 3. So front view 2 dash 3 dash, and this is 4 dash. Okay. When you are having the hole in the front face, you will have one circle, and at the rear face as well, you will have a hole. Right? When you are having the through hole in the front face, there will be a circle hole, and then the rear face. For these two faces there will be a hole. Am I right? So the behind or the view should be taken inside the brackets. So 4. So this would be 5, 6, 7, and this would be 8. It is for the hole at the rear face. 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash for the front face. Okay. This is how the object is being kept. Okay. After completing it, come to the top view. Not to get the trace of the hole. It's a through hole. Not to mark it, just have a line. And to mark it, just have a line. Okay. Here is the hole, through hole passes through. Okay. So only here the hole is. Okay. When you are looking from the top, here we have the face. Okay. Behind the face only the through hole is. Okay. So this through hole should be captured as a dashed line. Dashed line. It should be captured as dashed line. The path of the through hole should be captured as dot line. From the top base, A, B, C, D will be a visible one. Make a same visible. Here as well, make a same visible. Okay. After that, we have completed the front view and top view with a hole. Okay. Go to the lateral surface. When you are having the hole, when you are cutting at the left extreme and when you are opening it up, okay, here we have the drill as well. In the rear face we have the drill. When you are cutting it, when you are opening up, okay, unfolding it, what happens? You could able to see in the stretch out two holes. One belongs to the front face and another belongs to the rear face. How it gonna capture in the lateral face? Okay, it is so easy. By taking the projector from each and every cut point, you can make it possible. From the 1, take a cut point, 1 and 3 will goes like this. From the 2, take the projector, it goes like this. From the 4, take the projector, it goes like this. Okay. Now identify the first point. Identify the first point. First point is between where? Between the base A to B. Okay. We can identify later. First concentrate on 4 and 2. 4 and 2 is just lying on the edge B to Q. B to Q. Am I right? The line is coming here, meeting at this place. This is 4. Where is 2? Here it is. Can you able to? The approximate point should be intersect with the appropriate what edge, so that you will get it. Okay. Same manner in the rear side 8 and 6. It is easy. D, it is between the hidden edge D to S. D to S. The line is here. This would be 4. This would be 8. It's a hidden edge, right? This would be 8. And where is 6? Here it is. So this would be 6. We need to find 1 and 3 as well, 5 and 7. 1 is lying between the portion of triangular face, rectangular face A, B and Q, P. Am I right? In between this face it is. If it cut at any of the edge, it is easy. Okay. Now this length cannot be measured from the front view. The true length of the object can be seen, length of the object can be seen from the top view. If you want to get the height of the object, the front view possesses the true height. But when you are in need of the length can be taken from the top view, because the top view shows the true length of the object. Okay, so we need to take this first point to true length. It is very easy. Already while marking the dashed line, we have taken the projector. The same projector it comes. Okay, this one is between the face A to B, between A to B. Am I right? Between A to B. Here is the cut, so this would be your 1. Okay, so now measure the distance A to 1. What is the measurement? From A to 1, just mark it so that you will get 1. So this would be your, if you draw a perpendicular line, you will get the intersection point with a 1 line. So this would be your 1. Have you got it? And next, concentrate on 3. Where it is between the face B to C. Am I right? B to C. When you are having the projector, it meets at this particular place. This is 3. It is between B to C, B to C, B to C. Take the measurement from C and just try to pass it on. So this would be your 3. If you draw a line, you will get the intersection point. This becomes the 3. Have you got it? Have you got it? And then come to 5. Come to 5. Where is 5? Here is 5th point. Am I right? It is between the face A to D. It is at the rear face. So it is between D to A. Okay, D to A. D to A is here. So here will be your 5. So take the measurement from A to 5. What is the measurement? In between A to D. In between A to D. So when you are transferring it, you will get the 5th point. Just have the 90-degree line. It intersects with it. This would be 5th point. And where is the 7th point? It is between the rear face D to C. D to C. Now take the measurement. Here the projector will meet. Take the measurement from C to 7. What is the measurement? From C to, I have taken it. So this is 7. Drop the line 90-degree to it. So here the point will get intersect. So this will be your 7th point. After having all the points, you can just, it's a circle. So connect one by one with the free hand as like a curve. Okay, just like this, connect it. You will get the exact shape of the circle in the lateral face. In the lateral face, the cut is a visible one as well. All the edges are a visible portion as far as the cube concerned. Okay, so make as a dark line for all the edges. First I am making the boundary as dark, and all the edges are visible. Okay, here B2 Q there is a edge. It's a cut portion up to 4. I am making a dark line. Up to 2 I am making. And here C, without influencing with a cut, it is, so just go for a dark line. A, B, C and D up to 8 I am making, it's a cut, so I am leaving it. And then A to P, it is already been done. Okay, so as far as this diagram concerned, boundary should be closed, all the edges should be closed, but inside of the cut there is no material, so we should not make as a dark one. Okay, then the measurement work is very important. So side, you need to capture the dimension. It is with the side, how much? 40 mm. So write above it 40. Height of the object is equal to the side measurement, so no need to specify it. Each segment is within measurement of side, so just write 40 mm above the line. Okay, then you can capture all dimensions are in mm. All dimensions are in mm. All dimension or in mm. Or in mm. Since we have taken each and every data in mm, we have to capture it, and at last we can capture about the scale 1:1 since it is a true scale. Okay, I hope you understood how to work when you are having such kind of questions like prisms or the cube with a centrally drilled. Okay, how to form the top view, front view and lateral surface, and how to get the projectors of cut. Okay, I hope you understood. Thank you so much.